What's going on, guys? E-Fresh here, and I'm back with another new video, and today's video is a special one.
Oh, no. 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 No, 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 no.
Okay, buddy. Okay. We gotta have a talk. So the new fuss is about white people being upset that Halle Bailey will be playing Ariel in the live-action movie of The Little Mermaid. Now, not all white people, let me just say this, not all white people are upset. Just want to get that out there. I want to make that clear. But there are a lot of you who are. Once the news broke, it spawned the hashtag, not my Ariel. And, oh God, here we go. Now let's really break this stupidity down. For the white people who are upset at the film casting a black actress to play a fictitious creature who has no ethnicity, you gotta look in the mirror and ask yourself, who hurt you? Now y'all know mermaids aren't real, right? You do realize that, right? Like, her fucking best friends are a talking Jamaican crab, which is fucking weird and kind of an insult in itself, and a fish named Flounder. Yes, Flounder.
NANI?
Like, her ethnicity doesn't matter whatsoever. It does nothing to further the story. Like, I've even seen people say, well, what if Mulan changed races?
What?
Well, it would make zero fucking sense because her ethnicity is the key focal point to her story. Then I see, well, what if Tiana from The Frog and the Princess was white?
Bitch, I hope the fuck you do. You'll be a dead son of a bitch, I tell you that.
Not to mention, Disney has one black leading male-female character in an animated film. And y'all want to take that away? Like, fam, y'all can't have everything, man. Like, we can't have some shit. So I asked myself, do y'all really give a shit? Like, are you really upset, or are you just mad because you feel as if something is being taken from you? Kind of reminds me of that clip from South Park.
They took our jobs! Yeah, they took our jobs! They did! Well, they took our jobs! They took your jobs! They took your jobs too! They took our jobs! They took your jobs! They took your jobs! Took your jobs!
I mean, the movie is meant for kids at the end of the day anyway, and those kids couldn't care less what color Ariel was gonna be. Now, to understand why this blows my mind, I gotta take you back to the beginning of my childhood that has been ruined multiple times by Hollywood whitewashing movies. Now, I'm a guy who loves movies and just all things entertainment in general. Like, my first experience of whitewashing started with the movie Short Circuit. Shout out to Johnny Number 5. Now, shout out to Steve Guttenberg also, which I'm probably gonna be the only person in 2019 who's ever gonna give a shout out to Steve Guttenberg, but that's the homie from Police Academy. Now, anyway, I love these movies and I've seen them a shit ton of times, but little did I know my views of that would change. Now, one day as I finished watching, I'm looking at the credits to see who plays the leading actor Ben. I see, Fisher Stevens. Didn't think twice about it. I was just like, well, it's kind of weird that an Indian dude has the name Fisher Stevens, but at the end of the day, I'm a kid, so what the hell do I know? I wasn't even thinking about it. Well, later on Fox, I remember back when I was a kid, there was this show called Key West. It only lasted like a few episodes because apparently it was trash, and I watched the first episode. Now, as I'm looking at Key West, I look and see someone who looked real familiar, and I'm just like, where have I seen this guy before? And then I saw the credits, and it hit me, holy shit, that's Fisher Stevens. But wait a minute. When I remember Fisher Stevens, he talked like an Indian dude and had, brown skin. And that's when it hit me. Hollywood bamboozled me. Now, I was in complete shock that this man put on brown face to play an Indian man instead of Hollywood just hiring an Indian actor. He later apologized for doing so. Shout out to Aziz Ansari for the he did like an article talking about Fisher Stevens, and Fisher Stevens called and apologized to him, saying he knew he shouldn't have done it and he felt bad. Now, all I could say was my childhood was a lie. Now, another example was the movie The Adventures of Remo Williams. This movie holds a special place in my heart because it was during my beginning stages as a kid loving martial arts movies. It stars Fred Ward as the man Remo Williams, who became the master of martial arts trained by his master, Chun. Not gonna lie, this movie was kind of bad, but really good at the same time. It was just like a bad, good movie. And I've probably seen it like over 10 times. So it's some parts where I actually know the words to, just because I used to love this movie as a kid. Now shout out to Fred Ward, because I had to give Steve Guttenberg a shout out. We got to give Fred Ward a shout out at the same time. Well, later on in my adult life, I was at work with the homie Kaiser, shout out to KC. And we talked about how good, bad, good that movie was. We used to argue all the time about Remo Williams. And one day I was like, I wonder who played Chun. Well, I got curious and I decided to go to IMDb. And again, my world sank. Besides, Chun's name was Joel Grey. I was like, who the hell is that? Who's Joel Grey? Now, for those of you who don't know who Joel Grey is, he is the father of Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing, meaning again, he's white. Yes, that Jennifer Grey, the one who shall not be put in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Now, my world exploded that day as a grown man because yet again, Hollywood took this from me. They put this man in makeup, squinted his eyes, and made him talk with a terrible Chinese accent. Fam, the horror. I was upset, I was pissed, I was shocked, I felt bamboozled. Why, Hollywood? Why would you do this to me again? Now, there are plenty of examples I can give of this, ranging from Jake Gyllenhaal played the fucking Prince of Persia. The Prince of Persia. Fam. Johnny Depp played Tonto. Yes, Tonto. The Native American in The Lone Ranger. Emma Stone played a half Chinese, half Hawaiian woman in Aloha. Christian Bale played Moses in Exodus, Gods and Kings. Not to mention the rest of the white cast in that movie. The cast of this shitty ass movie, Gods of Egypt. I'm not even gonna mention the actors. Well, I'll say Gerard Butler. He was one of them. But that as a whole, the casting in that was terrible. Nat Wolff played Light Yagami in Death Note. Another fuck up that happened. Liam Neeson played Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins. Now, if you know your comic books, Ra's al Ghul was of Arabic descent, not Liam Neeson descent. There are many more I could give you, but man, this one hurt the most. Justin motherfucking Chatwin played Goku on Dragon Ball Evolution. One of the worst pieces of shit of all time. Look, I hate this movie. Look, I fucking hate this movie with every piece of my body and my being. Goku went to high school, man. He pronounced words badly. He called his grandpa Gohan instead of Gohan. The man airbended. Okay, my bad. I got a little carried away. This movie does this to me, man. I can't help it. Every time I see it, I just get enraged. Like, come on, fam. Y'all can't let us just have this one, man. I just can't let it go. I mean, look, we let y'all fuck Kids Bop songs up.
Me and your daughter got a special thing going on. You say it's popular, we say it's full grown. Hope that we feel this.
Now look, just get over it. It's not your Ariel because it's not meant to be. Your kids will love it because they don't give a shit how a fictitious creature looks. Shout out to you, Halle Bailey. Not only can you act the part, but you are one hell of a singer, and I wish you much success. So you killed that role, and don't worry about grown-ass people forming hashtags. In the words of the late, great Bernie Mac, fuck 'em!